can't be here. This is private property.
Whoa. Private property? Listen, I live here. Listen, people always judge me for living in a side-by-side, but there's nothing wrong with that. What makes this so different from a house, from, you know, a hotel room or an apartment? What makes this so different? I don't come to your house, I don't knock on your door and tell you that you're on private property. There's not even a such thing as private property. This is the woods. I live here.
So I first ran into Josh about 3-4 years ago. He was just on the side of the road. Didn't graduate to this side-by-side yet and start living in the, what looks like wilderness to me.
So this is pretty much how I make a living. I find cans that people leave on the side of the road. I go walking up and down the highway because people just, they'll drink stuff and then just throw it right out of the window. It's good stuff. It's valuable. So I got, you know, here's a good can. But you know, there's this place down at the mall that they take aluminum and metal and they turn it into something, I think gold, but I'm not really sure. This was my best find ever. This actually came off of a car that I used to have that I don't have anymore. It's what?
How'd you get that car?
Listen, sometimes things, you know how things are like possessed by one person and then they're possessed by another. Well, the car, it came into my possession. You know, I didn't have it.
I think that's called theft.
Well, I didn't have it and then I had it and now I don't have it anymore, but I do have this. So it's like they say, you know, God provides.
When's the last time you showered, Josh?
I don't know, well, I rigged it so that there's a little hole that cuts out up there, so whenever it rains, I can just pop it open But yeah, like, I got here because
I heard McDonald's is hiring in town.
I don't...
No? Not for you?
I have money. But you know, how I got here in the first place was, you know, I was somewhere else. I was in some other field, and then, you know, usually... You know, people yell at you. People are real rude like that. People yell at you. And that usually doesn't make me leave, but whenever shots start whizzing past.
Well, when I seen you, you were on a city street. Blanket, you know, nothing. It seems like you've kind of made a life for yourself out in the wilderness.
What do you mean?
I mean, you know, you got this. You had to earn it somehow.
Ooh, I should go to the dump next.
Oh, yeah? You think they'll allow this in the dump? Why would you trade
it's not trash.
Why would you trade the wilderness for a dump?
Dump's got all kinds of stuff. I'll never have to go through the drive-thru again.
So, looking around, we can see that there's not really anything around. How do you eat?
Huh?
What do you eat?
Go down to the dump.
The dump.
Yeah. You ever see, I watched this thing. Well, I didn't really watch it. I just kind of heard about it. But it was this thing about how I heard that restaurants throw out all this food. And, you know, kids in Africa, they can't eat food that often. So, you know, it really struck a nerve with me. So I started going down to the dump because that's where, you know, the Dunkin' Donuts and the Pizza Hut and everybody... They take all the stuff that nobody wants to eat. Well, the thing is, you know, it's new stuff. It's good. It's it's really good, and it's still healthy. And it's still like I found a donut the other day that still had frosting on it.
What are you doing?
How much is this? Like what kind of metal is this?
It's actually carbon fiber.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How much does it weigh?
I know you. Are you trying to scrap?
I know a guy. If you want to turn this into some cold hard cash, he'd get you like $11 for this thing if you melt it down. Think about it.
I think this is.
Think about it.
Long-term effects of drug use.
Think of it. Think about it. Because I'm feeling it. It's cold. It's metal. So that'll melt right down.
You know, carbon fiber is actually not metal.
Yeah, then why the hell do they make these things out of it then?
So, you know, the real reason I keep asking you about this is my uncle had one very almost identical to this.
His name Jeff?
What if he is?
Nah, wasn't it?
No. What about Steve? Steve, ring a bell.
Yeah, I know Steve. He's a good guy. So people act like it's so hard to get water, and like there's water right here. Like I got this bottle, I got water. It's not that, like, everybody acts like they gotta pay for water, which is stupid. That's the stupidest thing that you can buy.
Is the water safe?
Yeah, I drink it all the time and I'm hydrated.
Well, you just said you felt ill earlier.
Yeah, but I don't feel ill anymore. I feel pretty good now. But, people are getting ripped off. It's ridiculous. If everybody was this smart and just came down to these creeks to get their water, I bet we wouldn't even have the problem of having cricks and having too much water going everywhere. But the thing is,
I thought the argument was it's always save water, not, there's
that's the
too
problem.
much.
If we don't save water, then that means that everything is, just coming out of our houses and flowing everywhere. That's the whole problem. But really,
I think you're misinterpreting.
But the thing is, like, there's three good ways to get water out here. And that's either you come down here to the creek and you drink this stuff, you get rain, or you try to get it out of trees, and that's terrible. That takes forever. You got you have to chew for hours to get water out of trees, and that you just get a little bit when you do that. But I mean, I think this is a good idea. Oh hell yeah! Score! It's still got some in it. And then, yeah, we're in good shape. Are you sure? Hey, I'm telling you, you can make some quick cash with this thing.
I'm not interested.
All right, let's go. I got more to show you.
So, this is early morning of our, what is this, day 3?
Huh?
What? Is that a leaf?
No, these are pine needles. This is my toothbrush. I got water, by the way. I found a bottle that wasn't broken. That was my problem before. Yuppies over in the trailer park have been driving me crazy because every single one of them comes by and, hassles me and knocks on my door and wakes me up.
Well, they
don't even ring the doorbell. Like,
don't they own this property?
I don't know. I feel like I own this property. My house is here. You can't have your house on property that you own.
Your house is a stolen vehicle.
It's not stolen. But anyways, so it's my property. I have where my stuff is my property. So my house is there, and then I got my other stuff all around. So this is all my property. I don't understand what the problem is. They like to really bother me about it.
I don't think they like a homeless man living in their yard.
I'm not homeless. I got the side by side. I'm not homeless, so. And it's not their yard. It's my yard. I'm living in my yard, in my house. Like most people. I imagine they all have yards. They all have houses. It's the same deal. I live there. They live there. What's the difference?
I don't think you bought this side by side. I think I know who owns it.
What do you mean?
This is my uncle's.
What's your uncle's name?
Steve.
Yeah, I know Steve.